leadership, and what's the last one?
Steps.
And step work.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So they're like the 4 pillars essentially of
initially.
recovery.
So you come and get yourself. You come do regular meetings. You find yourself, and when you're doing regular meetings, you'll get yourself a service position, maybe making brews or standing at the door and greeting people.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you get yourself a sponsor. Start going through the 12 steps, and that's the 4 suggested.
And this is outside of this. This is if you just turn up at an AA meeting or whatever.
Yeah, that's just if you turned up at an AA meeting, an NA, a CA or any sort of anonymous type meeting that do promote a 12-step program. They promote the 4 suggested, so that's the baseline of it. And when you're doing that in some sort of form, you will recover.
So if you commit to service, you've got to turn up to that meeting on a weekly.
Yeah.
So you're going. There's a commitment to go to a meeting.
And I suppose the same thing with a sponsor. It's both way around. Having the sponsor means that you don't want to let them down, but also being a sponsor means that you don't want to ever say 100%. unless something really bad's happened.
That's the beauty of the 12-step program is sponsorship.
And that again is giving back.
That's where the power is.
So service and giving back. So what is, for people that don't know, how's that work? How's sponsorship? How do you find a sponsor? How do you become a sponsor? Is it fluid? Is there a process?
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah. There's a process. I was told, connect with somebody through your phone, making phone calls, text messages in the morning, WhatsApp messages in the morning. Connect with people who you have something in common with.
Yeah.
And then through that connection, you'll start talking to them when you see them at meetings. But you don't get a sponsor like we don't get a sponsor. I'm not going to get a sponsor until I've completed the 12 steps.
Oh right, so you could be talking to someone now.
Who's
this sounds like karting. Like back in the day, isn't it?
Well, basically, because you've got to find that connection with the person who's
basically you're finding a new relationship.
So back to relationships again. So the same kind. So that is what you. So you could start now, and have an intent of. I don't mean you started with intent because that implies that like you're being mischievous. I don't mean it.
Yeah.
Like what I mean is that you could just build a rapport with somebody now, and then think actually when I've done these 12 steps, I'm going to see if this person will be mine.
Done this. Yeah. They've done this process before you.
And then do you ask them to be a sponsor?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you ask them.
Oh right, okay.
They take you through the step work. So you go through the work with them. They'll teach you about the 12 steps. Mm-hmm. They'll give you the knowledge, and then it's up to you to apply it.
And so people know. Because again, if you don't know, and it sounds daft. Yeah. But like sponsors have sponsors.
Sponsors have sponsors. Yeah. Generational, isn't it?
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's like when you hear your psychiatrist has got to go early because they've got a psychiatrist appointment.
It's like anything.
And you think what? It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like anything,
Yeah, I had one, a key worker. This was going back a couple of months, and he spoke about going to see his sponsor when he's not working, and he's 10 years in. And I'm like, what? Yeah. Well, what? You've got a sponsor exactly like that. Yeah.
So I think you kind of answered this anyway. But so you do 12 steps, you get a sponsor.
Yeah.
And that sponsor will. Are they essentially there for moral support? So they're there to go through the step works. Is that right?
Yeah. Go through the step work. Ring him when you're struggling. Listen to you.
And just go and get a coffee for him.
Give you advice, stuff like that. Someone you really connect with, and who you really sort of. The way I found my sponsor was I listened to him, and I could hear my story.
Yeah. Yes, familiar experience.
Familiar experience. So if I hear my story in him and he applies the 12 steps, it's sort of similar, won't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's the identification.
So with that, and again, I think you've already answered this. So you get a sponsor. When can you be a sponsor? I imagine there's no like you have to do 367 days. I don't mean that, but like
in Thomas we do it's a 12-step program, but it's a diluted 12-step program. But there's what's called the Green and Gold, which is a more in-depth 12-step program. Yeah. So I would say that if you've been through the Green and Gold and done the 12 steps, then you've got the experience to sponsor people.
So, but time could also be experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not life experience.
Not really. It's going through the work. That's the experience.
Well, I didn't mean it. Let me explain. I didn't mean that. Sorry, let me explain it better. What I mean is, let's say he did what is classed as a diluted 12 steps.
You couldn't sponsor someone on that. You'd have to go through the steps yourself and experience that.
So let me finish. So you do 12 steps.
Okay. 12 depends what 12 steps we're going on about. The diluted version or the proper version.
Right. So this is why I'm asking, because I don't know. So this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So you do your 12 steps, which is classed as your diluted.
Yeah.
When you, even though you're where you are now, have a sponsor, that sponsor does the more complete one with you, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, of course.
Right, so then you will have done, right, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing something I mean.
So the 12 steps that the rehab promotes, yeah, is a diluted version down. Just a little bit of an introduction.
Yeah.
So you get a tiny bit of knowledge.
So that's but that's not when you go through with your sponsor then.
No, that's
right.
different. That's just the process you go through in a recovery.
Right, okay.
So that's nothing to do with a sponsorship.
Right, yeah.
The 12 steps are when you get your own sponsor and go through it, the green,
and you'll go right. I did right. Okay.
Through it that way.
Right, I see.
That's when you do.
And then when you've completed
when you've completed it, you get into the end of that. You know, when you've got
you might
knowledge,
be in a position to.
Someone might ask you, and then you'd be in the position to take people through.
Right. Okay.
You know.
So obviously it takes.
Take a few years.
Yeah, I was going to say it must take a while to get.
I'm only step 9 now.
Yeah.
So I'm going on to my step 10 soon, nearly finished.
Now that's on the green and gold.
That's on the green and gold.
Where I'm still on step 8 on the diluted.
Right,
so I've still got a long way to go.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
I've been doing that for over 18 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've still got 3 steps to go. I don't know how long to go. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting taking people through it myself.
Yeah.
Because I've got the knowledge. And that's how it works.
So